why compassion matters. Sometimes I think we're just living life or really just going through our days or having a really hard time. Maybe it's a hard few months, maybe it's been a hard year or two. Maybe we're just having a hard time at our job or with some personal relationships. It's often hard, I think, during those moments to give ourselves some self compassion, to understand that we do matter and we are trying, especially if you're trying to make a change. You really are trying. It's just not going to always show up right away. And sometimes we will have a setback. And we'll go back to maybe what we were doing, even though we want to do something different. And that's okay. Because again, we have self compassion for ourselves and we realize everybody does make mistakes. So this is Hope and Healing, an area in depression. We're planting seeds, and this video is about healing through self-compassion, creating fertile soil for hope to grow. When you're in depression, it's easy to turn against yourself. The inner critic says, you're weak, you're failing, you'll never get better. But here's the truth. Judgment doesn't heal. It hardens the soil. And self-compassion is what softens it, making room for hope to take root. And in this episode, we'll explore how practicing kindness toward yourself isn't a luxury, it is essential to healing. So, the inner critic versus compassion. The inner critic thrives in depression and really in anything negative, right? Really does thrive, magnifying every mistake or low energy day we have had. And self compassion, well, it shifts the story. Instead of I failed, it becomes this is hard and I'm dealing the best I can. Compassion doesn't erase pain, it makes space for healing to happen within it. We are always going to feel pain. Not always, hopefully not the majority of our days, but it's there. Negative things do happen. We just need to recognize the healing part of it as well. So here's a reframe. I don't need to fight myself to heal. I need to care for myself. And then we're going to move on to small acts of self-kindness. So self-compassion can feel big, but it starts so small. Saying to yourself, it's okay to rest. Placing a hand on your heart and breathing deeply. Choosing gentler words when you make a mistake. Each small act teaches your nervous system, I am safe with myself. And how important is that to really like ourselves and really love ourselves and know that we are a safe space for us. A gentle reminder for you. Compassion isn't weakness, it's strength in a softer form. So now we're going to have to practice compassion daily, right? It's the tools that we use every day so that when days get hard, we just automatically have them and it helps the day be a little bit easier for us. So try ending your day with one compassionate statement, even if it feels awkward. So I made it through today, and that matters. I am worthy of patience as I heal, and I showed up in the best way that I could. Over time, these phrases become the new voice in your head, the one that grows hope instead of crushing it. And here's an anchor thought for you. I deserve the same kindness I would give to a friend in pain. Sometimes it's so much easier to give kindness to somebody else than give it to ourselves when we need it the most. So softening the soil. Self-compassion doesn't erase depression, but it creates the fertile ground where hope can grow. And in the next episode, we'll explore growing resilience slowly. How healing isn't about bouncing back fast, but about building roots that help you bend without breaking. So for now, try saying one kind sentence to yourself today, even if you don't fully believe it. You're planting a seed. That seed will grow for tomorrow and the future. And here's some journal prompts for you. What does my inner critic sound like? What would a kinder voice say instead? And write one compassionate statement to yourself. So here's the comment section where you get to comment about anything about this video, anything on hope and healing, self-compassion, or any other aspect of depression or any other heavier emotion that you may be dealing with right now, or just a hardship in your life. And if you're having a hard time knowing what to comment on, here's a question for you. What is one compassion statement you can tell yourself today? So if this video resonated with you, take a breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you definitely don't need to do it all at once. If you like this video and feel like it so that other people can find it. Subscribe for new content every day of every week. And remember, here we take tiny steps, we do real talk and honest healing. If you made it this far, you can hear about the journals I've created to go hand in hand with these videos. They're just there to help us maybe become aware of some habits that we aren't aware of, maybe some relationships that might need to change, some boundaries that we get to make, really to help us increase healthy behaviors and decrease unhealthy behaviors. There's a children's book about courage, bravery, and a spark within, and then worksheets at the end where your own child gets to write about their own bravery, their own courage, and their own spark. Really setting the stage for them to understand they have what they need inside of them to get through the hard times in life. And then there's a children's workbook where your child gets to learn all about their emotions. Where do they find their emotions in their body? And how can they express those in a healthier way? And there's more pages on what is a negative thought and what are some positive thoughts they can replace it with. Once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have a great day.